Student, this is the part 2 of making measurements, the law of reflection, lesson 6.5. Before I go ahead and you are going to watch the video, how to measure the normal, the incident angle and the reflected angle. Before these three lines, you are going to measure the angles and the lines. You're drawing the lines. Before you started watching this video, I want to tell you that the first step is to drawing the incident angle and the normal angle, and you are going to use the protractor. Okay, so let's see how we use the protractor, and please be careful by using the protractor the same as you are going to watch, the same. Okay, so let's start.
The next step then is to draw on our normal, and the normal is at
this is the incident ray. Okay, this is the mirror, so we are going to draw the normal line. First of all, if you want to draw the normal line, you are going to start from the same point, or from the common point between the mirror and the incident. Where is the common point? It's here. Okay, the common point.
90 degrees or at a right angle from the mirror at the point that the light ray hits the mirror, so that'll be just here. And how we do this is use a protractor to measure 90 degrees. And anytime you hear normal, it just means perpendicular or right angle. So this is our protractor. We line up the zeros along the mirror, and then we can look at 90 degrees and mark it on the diagram. And then using a straight line, draw in the normal. And we need this to measure the angles on the rest of the diagram. So this is labelled normal. Now we can start measuring angles. So the first angle we have is the incident angle, and that's the angle between the incident ray and the normal, just here. And it can be labelled like this. So we measure this by lining up our straight edge of the protractor along the normal line, and the 90 degrees should line up with the mirror, and the point in the centre of the protractor should be the point where the light hits the mirror. So then we choose the scale we'd like to use. For this one we're going to use the inside scale. You want to use the scale that starts at 0 and count up along the protractor to find out this angle in between, and on this one it is 40 degrees. So you can see here on the inside scale the line's hitting 40.
I want to stop the video because there is two scales. The first scale is the lower scale, and above it there is another scale. You will start from the scale that the scale is started from 0. You will choose the scale that the scale is started from 0, not 180, from 0. 0, 10, 20, 30, and the line is at 40. You get it? Okay. So the incident angle is 40. The angle between the normal and the incident ray is 40. So what is the reflected angle? According to the law of refraction, the reflected angle is equal to the incident angle. So they are equal. If the incident angle is 40, how much the reflected angle? Let's see.
Now we have our incident angle, and because we know our law of reflection, we can work out the angle of reflection from this. And the law of reflection is that the angle of incident that we've just drawn here is always equal to the angle of reflection. So that means 40 degrees for the angle of incident, 40 degrees for the angle of reflection. So let's flip our diagram around. Grab a pencil again and turn a protractor around as well. And this time we're doing the same thing but in reverse. So line up the centre of the protractor with where the light hits the mirror. Line the straight edge along where the normal line is, and the 90 degrees should be where your mirror is. And we'll count 40 degrees, and this time we're choosing the outside measure instead of the inside because we're starting at 0 and going round up to 40, and there's our 40 mark. So if you can make a careful mark there. Then what you do is take the straight edge of the protractor again, find the place where the ray hits the mirror and draw your line outwards. Again, using an arrow to let you know what direction the light ray is going in. It's going outwards this time. And this is the reflected ray. So, reflected ray. And we've just measured it so we know the angle of reflection is 40 degrees. And that's...
Please, students, note that, don't do it mistake. I need, if I ask you to draw out this drawing, please note that you are going to label each ray and to draw the arrows, to draw the direction. The incident direction, the incident ray, the direction of it is toward the mirror. The reflected ray, the arrow of it is opposite to the mirror. Is it clear? Okay. So till now it's good. And please, can you read making measurement about Arjun and Dia? Please read this experiment. Read this experiment, and I will explain the last idea. Okay. And after the last video, which is video part 3, I want to record it. Please go ahead and solve the summary after the last video.